Who's that guy and why's he there? Do you really even care? Look at all that crazy hair. It's Barry Schmaltz and his show, yeah!
Hello, I'm Barry Schmaltz. Barry Schmaltz here. Barry Schmaltz with the music of Rashid Ali on drums and John Coltrane and everyone else. Yeah, that fun crowd there in their concert in Japan that they performed so many years ago. I could look up the year, but I will not waste your time now. I'll do that on my own time because I think that your time is valuable and I think that you should be happy to be here. It's a live album, as you can tell. They were very happy to hear it played live. It's very important to hear things played live because that's where the vibrations occur. That's where the real music comes. We're having a wisdom session here, you can tell, because I am wearing the jacket of rebirth, I suppose you could call it, and the crazy wisdom beard, the beard that symbolizes that, and I'm holding the pipe as I always do because I never shut up. The world's still balanced on its axis there, but everything's okay because we know that's how it is. It's precarious, but what is not? And that is why they are cheering, because at every moment there's that immediacy that's taken them to the next level. And that's the only thing that you can do is do that live. And if it's not live, it's Jive. That's pretty good, huh? All right, I'm trying to make things rhyme, trying to keep it interesting, keep it peppy for you, because you know I know that you young kids, you need to have a little upbeat. Everything's got to be upbeat. So I'm helping you out. I'm helping keeping you jiving, as they say, as the young people say there. All right. Now this here, I think that's Pharaoh Sanders. He's very good and still around plugging, I think. Anyway, what were we talking about? We were having a wisdom session here, and the wisdom was flowing like everywhere, spritzing all over the place was the wisdom, and it was crazy out and in too. So we have to think about that for a moment there. Collect our thoughts as they were, scattered perhaps, as the many notes and possibilities as there are when there are music and interactions and things in general. Things, always things in general. Having a wisdom session here. Barry Schmaltz, that's me, talking to you, who's very wise for coming and listening and having these conversations here. As long as I'm wearing the beard, you know I have the credibility of the wise, because the symbols are really important in this room. This crazy studio I'm in. It's a studio, it's a film studio now. I mean, it's been a recording studio, I assume, and many other things. I think it was a nursery for a kitten. The things that happen in this place. And I don't know, because I exist to exist in this place at this time. And what you see is how it is. What you see is how it be, as you young people say, with the subjunctions there and other parts of speech that you employ. So you wouldn't enjoy these kinds of songs, but you might like them backwards, but we're not ready to go backwards in time yet. It's not time to go backwards in time, if you will forgive a bon mot. The French. You know, I never told you, a long time ago I said I was going to tell you why the French were so great. And they're great. Hats off to the French, because they're cultured and they're civilized and they measure everything. They measure it all out and they don't respond quickly. They wait a while, they think about it, they go over things, they mull it over, and they don't jump to conclusions, and they're very rational and they're full of, their soul is very full. They have a great passion about them, and they've restrained themselves. They're like the Vulcans on Star Trek. You know, they're sort of very fair, you know, the ones they restrain themselves, but they're really passionate, but you know, you don't tell anybody because they don't want to know. But actually, they're very good like that. They're not as beautifully earthy and robust and honest in the fundamental way as an Italian, you know, because of the low I, like iPhone and iTunes. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, Italian. It's like a program, a software program. No, am I offending anybody? Oh, no. Wait, I never mean to offend anybody. That is not, if my pronunciation is offensive, then hats back on to the way I talk, because I don't want to mess with that. No, I could say Italian, right. But you know, national borders do not come naturally to me, because where I'm from, there are none. There are none. You got this, that, and the other here, and everybody's fighting, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't work like that where I come from, because everybody is conscious, and that is what we have in common. Our nation is the nation of, hey, you're alive. Our civilization is based on the concept of, oh, you see me talking to you, and I'm talking to you, and you're talking to me, and then we're conscious here. So it's consciousness is the basic coin of the realm. And if you have it, then you got it. And everybody's got something. So you can give and give and give because you work, and you can just, it's a distribution issue. That's the problem with your universe here. I mean, you got all the wealth, and you even got all the distribution is just terrible. It's terrible. You got people here with too much and too little, and the people with too much, they don't think they should have too much, but they're right. They should have as much as they want, but they shouldn't have so much because there's so many. It's a very complicated issue, and it's not going away. I didn't mean to talk about that. But I got these deep musics here, and I'm listening and I'm talking. So, wisdom session. Perhaps it's time for me to stop talking a little bit, because the piano's starting, and, oh, you know about the piano here. I gotta reach back. And fix myself a little. All right. Now, I'll bet you all the way back, if you go back to the second show we ever did, I held this up, and I said it was very popular in some places where the islands, I don't know what I was talking about. I was still deconstructing things, and it was a while ago, and a lot has happened since then. But, yeah, you see the piano, this guy's playing here. He's pretty much doing a lot of voicings in fifths, in third, what am I saying? Fourths here. It's like he's doing all that stuff. Except it's not a he, it's a she. It's Alice Coltrane. Yeah, this is like post-McCoy Tyner era, so. And yeah, I know a little about this sort of thing. But hats off to knowing a little about something, because if you know a little about something, then the odds are that the people might think you know a lot about more. You may or may not. But you fool them. And you be smart. There's the wisdom right there. You fool them, and you keep quiet, and you shut up about it, and everybody is like, oh, whatever. These are wise words. All right, so I play this instrument sometimes, and in many forms, but I don't like to tell you. So now you know a little something you may or may not know, but you do know why it's here, because, they go very well together. I could put it back, but I'll fall over. Barry Schmaltz. I'm gonna go now. It's been a pleasure. Wisdom session. Thank you for joining me in the wisdom session. Barry Schmaltz, wisdom session. I should fade the music, but I'm just gonna go, all right?
Who's that guy and why is he there? Do you really even care? Look at all that crazy hair. It's Barry Schmaltz and his show, yeah!